Long ago, people lived luckily below the rule of a king. The humans of the kingdom had been very glad as they led a completely wealthy lifestyles with an abundance of wealth and no misfortunes. As soon as the king decided to head touring places of historic significance and pilgrim centers at distant places. He determined to tour by foot to have interaction along with his humans. Human beings of distant places were very happy to have a verbal exchange with their king. They had been proud that their king had a kind coronary heart. After several weeks of tour, the king lowered back to the palace. He turned into quite glad that he had visited many pilgrim centers and witnessed his humans leading a prosperous life. But he had one remorse. He had insupportable pain in his FT because it turned into his first ride by means of foot covering a protracted distance. He complained to his ministers that the roads were not relaxed and that they had been very stony. He couldn't tolerate the pain. He said that he turned into very much concerned approximately the people who had to stroll alongside the one's roads as it would be painful for them too. Thinking about all this, he ordered his servants to cover the roads in the whole USA with leather-based so that the humans of his state can walk effortlessly. The king's ministers have been taken aback to pay attention his order as it would imply that heaps of cows might need to be slaughtered in an effort to get sufficient quantity of leather. And it might price a big amount of cash also. Subsequently, a sensible man from the ministry came to the king and stated that he had some other concept. The king requested what the opportunity changed into. The minister stated, in preference to protecting the roads with leather-based, why do not you just have a piece of leather-based cut in appropriate form to cover your feet? The king was very a good deal surprised by using his thought and applauded the wisdom of the minister. He ordered a pair of leather footwear for himself and requested all his countrymen additionally to wear footwear. Moral: instead of seeking to exchange the arena, we ought to try to exchange ourselves. Bunny Rabbit lived in the forest. He had many friends. He was proud of his friends. One day Bunny Rabbit heard the loud barking of wild dogs. He was very scared. He decided to ask for help. He quickly went to his friend Deer. He said, "Dear friend, some wild dogs are chasing me. Can you chase them away with your sharp antlers?" The deer said, "That is right, I can. But now I am busy. Why don't you ask Bear for help?" Bunny Rabbit ran to the bear. "My dear friend, you are very strong. Please help me. Some wild dogs are after me. Please chase them away," he requested to the bear. The bear replied, "I am sorry. I am hungry and tired. I need to find some food. Please ask the monkey for help." Poor Bunny went to the monkey, the elephant, the goat, and all his other friends. Bunny felt sad that nobody was ready to help him. He understood that he had to think of a way out by himself. He hid under a bush. He lay very still. The wild dogs did not find the bunny. They went chasing other animals. Bunny Rabbit learned that he had to learn to survive by himself, not depending on his unhelpful friends. Moral: it is better to rely on yourself than depend on others. Minnie was a candy, lovely and beautiful female, elderly 6 years. She changed into a lovely youngster as she usually obeyed her elders. Minu's dad and mom cherished her for her superb behavior. Someday, Minu's mother took her for grocery shopping. As they exceeded the stores, Minu noted a lovely plastic pearl necklace in remarkable red. She asked her mom to shop for her the necklace. Her mother informed her that it valued quite a few pennies. She requested her to do some chores, in order that for every finished piece of work Minu could get a few cash and she or he ought to buy the red necklace. Minu organized a to-do listing and assisted her mom with all of the chores. Her mom became very satisfied, and she paid enough cash to buy the red necklace. Minna luckily bought the necklace and wore it simply anywhere, on every occasion, besides whilst taking bath. Her mother said that her neck might flip crimson and the pearls would lose their sheen if she wore it whilst bathing. However, all other times, Minna wore it, even at the same time as drowsing. Minu's father used to tell her mattress time memories often. One night time, after finishing a story, her dad asked how tons she loved him. Minu replied, "You understand how a good deal I really like you." Dad asked, "Then provide me your pearl necklace, please." Minu replied, "Please, Daddy, I really like you a lot, but please do not ask for those pearls. I will come up with the pink Barbie which you bought me a month ago." Dad answered, "Nice, sweetheart." After a few days, the communication turned into repeated between Minu and her dad. Again, Minu refused to offer her pearl necklace and as a substitute asked her dad to take her pet. Dad kissed her and left with smile. This changed into repeated several instances. Red pearl necklace. One day, Minna slept even as her dad was studying her a story. She changed into conserving the necklace in her fingers. Her dad took the pearl necklace from her hand. The following second, she wakened and requested, "Dad, what are you doing?" Dad speedy opened a jewel box positioned near her bed and exceeded her actual precious pink pearl necklace. He stated, "Sweetheart, that is your actual necklace. I wanted to do away with the fake one all this even as to provide you this real one." She replied, "Thanks, Dad." Minu right away gave up her faux necklace for the actual one. God wants us to surrender all the faux and reasonably priced things we do not forget very precious in our life. It could be behavior, hatreds, harming relationships, sports, poor thoughts, and so forth. He'll provide us with true matters if we surrender the faux. Rama's family is very big. Rama is a hard worker and he is the sole breadwinner of the family. He has 3 kids, 2 sons and a daughter. He lives along with father and mother. Rama used to work too hard to feed his family. He works for more than 16 hours a day. The kids cannot see him as he will leave home early in the morning before they wake up and reach home around midnight when kids would sleep every day. The entire family eagerly wait to spend quality time with him, and the kids miss him so much. The children were too curious about Sundays, as his father would spend the entire day with them. Unfortunately, to meet the increasing household expenses and educational expenses, Rama took a weekend job to work even on Sundays. The kids were very shattered, and even Rama's wife and parents too. The typical routine continued for several weeks and years passed. All the hard work of Rama earned a lot of benefits, and he was offered promotion with attractive increment. The family moved to a new house, got better clothes, and ate healthy foods. However, as usual, Rama continues to earn more and more money. One day his wife asked him, "Why are you running for money? We can be happy with what we have now." Rama replied, "I want to give the best available in the world to all of you and want you to stay happy always." 2 years passed and Rama hardly spent time with his family. The children yearned to have their father at home. Meanwhile, the sincere efforts of Rama reaped him a fortune. He was offered partnership and share in profits. He continued to earn more and more wealth. Now, Rama's family is one of the richest families in the city. They have all the facilities and luxuries. Still, Rama's children strove to meet their father as he was hardly seen at home. His children turned teens, and they are no more kids. Now, Rama earned enough wealth to provide a luxurious life to his next 5 generations. Rama's family went to their beach house to spend their vacation. His daughter asked, "Dad, will you please spend one day at home and stay with us here?" Rama replied, "Yes, darling, tomorrow for sure. I will join you for the lunch and be with you all for next few days. I'm tired of work and need refreshment." The entire family became very happy. Unfortunately, the next day, none in Rama's family were alive as they were washed out in tsunami. Rama was too busy even to hear the news about tsunami. When he tried to reach his beach house, he saw sea and water everywhere and screamed for his family. He could not even find the dead bodies of his family. He can never have them again, cannot even see them, and even by paying millions he cannot get them back to life. He remembered his wife's words, "Why are you running for money? We can be happy with what we have now. Money can't buy everything." Once there was a small boy named Shankar. He belonged to a poor family. One day, he was crossing through the forest carrying some woods. He saw an old man who was very hungry. Shankar wanted to give him some food, but he did not have food for his own. So he continued on his way. On his way he saw a deer who was very thirsty. He wanted to give him some water, but he did not have water for himself. So he went on his way ahead. Then he saw a man who wanted to make a camp, but he did not have woods. Shankar asked his problem and gave some woods to him. In return, he gave him some food and water. Now he went back to the old man and gave him some food and gave some water to the deer. The old man and the deer were very happy. Shankar then happily went on his way. However, one day Shankar fell down the hill. He was in pain, but he couldn't move and no one was there to help him. But the old man who he had helped before saw him. He quickly came and pulled him up the hill. He had many wounds on his legs. The deer whom Shankar had gave water saw his wounds and quickly went to forest and brought some herbs. After some time his wounds were covered. All were very happy that they were able to help each other. Moral: if you help others, then they will also help you.